Alright guys, so we got the aluminum gasket put in here. I cleaned the head before putting that on. Just gotta get all the dust out of here. And we are going to be putting in the new wrist pin bearings. Just take all these out, clean them out. They still look good, but I'm gonna clean them out, put the new ones in, and yeah, I'll update you guys in 1 second. Alrighty, so I put assembly lube around all the bearings. You can see that the new piston bearings are in. These aren't like regular car bearings. They come closed and they just run on these little bearings. So these are all put in. More lube doesn't hurt, so I just doused it in lube and then put it. All right, dinner's ready. But I doused all the pins in oil, turned them, made sure there's more oil than anything in there. So we are ready for some live action, putting the head on and the pistons on. And we're gonna go from there in a second. All right guys, so we actually just put in the connect bearings in. There we go, can't really say it. And then these are the new pistons going in, the Platinum Series from WSM Performance. It's a piston kit. We did 50 over, so we're just a little bit bigger than the stock bore, but I don't think that'll be a huge difference compared to changing the whole motor size from 1100 to 1200. But besides the point, there is an arrow right there. It's going to be facing the exhaust manifold. That is the way it's going to go in. It's how the instructions say to have it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the wrist pin in, get that lubed up. Make sure you always put extra lube, and we'll go from there. This is streamlined for it being simpler for me to film and simpler for you to follow. So I'll basically just show you the steps that I do, show you what I'm going to do beforehand, show you the after, and that's what I'm going to do. Here is the sleeves that I had honed and bored to 50 over. I had the TSI competition sport shop clean the whole casting. So they cleaned it. It was a whole bunch of like whatchamacallit, corrosion inside, because this jet ski came from New Jersey, so it was a whole bunch of saltwater corrosion inside here. I'm not sure if you can see that right there. You see that? Like they cleaned that. I cleaned this with muriatic acid. It just looks like that, but they're all clean. I just couldn't get it as clean as they did, obviously, because I'm not a machine shop. So they acid washed it and did whatever they did to make it look like that. And so we're gonna go from there. So we're gonna put the piston in, put the ring pin in, or the wrist pin in, and I'll show you the next step. Remember, use more assembly lube than you need. It doesn't hurt anything. So I'll be back in 1 second. All right guys, so we got piston number 2 in with the wrist pin bearings, C-clips, and everything's all in. I'm gonna see if I can do a time lapse on the new camera. I'm gonna show you how long it takes for me to put in the piston. So I gotta put in the C-clips, oil it. So basically I'll show you everything on how to do it with this last piston that I'm gonna do. So Here it goes. Alrighty, so we got all 3 pistons in, assembly lube, bearings, clips, everything is in. So basically I'm going to just do a little time lapse of putting the rings on. They're already sized, they're ready to go. This is the base cover that's on, and the next step coming is putting that on here. So let's get that time lapse rolling. Alright, so all the, let me clean you guys off. There we go. All the pistons are in, the rings are in. What we are going to be doing now is putting the cylinder sleeves over the pistons, and we will go from there. Alright guys, so we put the pistons in. You can see how much assembly lube is in there. We used a lot. I recommend this piston ring compressor. I got it from AutoZone, but basically, essentially, you can open it, and once the cylinder and rings are in, you can open it and just open it and slide out. So that's a huge bonus. Do 1, 2, and then, or do 1, 3, and then 2. Like that's the order you want to do it in. That's how we did it. See, the metal ring is down there. I'm going to torque the bolts to spec. I'm about to put the metal gasket on here and send it on its way. So I'll give you an update in just a second. Hey guys, so we put the casing on the cylinders. I started with this one first, then go to the third one, then do the middle one. It'll be a lot easier that way, especially if you have an additional person to help support the weight of this. It definitely helps. Get yourself a ring compressing kit that will totally open apart. So when it is in there, like holding it, and you slide the cylinder up, you can let go and then just pull back. And that's basically what I did. I did the gaskets on the front and back of the intake runners. I'm gonna run and get new new oil lines, because these are old and brittle. So basically, oh, and another tip, to get this out, I just used a rubber mallet, tapped on the back little lip here. There's a little lip, as you can see, you see how it comes up. That's how it is on the back side, but it's open on the block. So you just take a rubber mallet and the screw, and that'll pop off. The reason why I didn't show this part is because it was such a pain in the ass, and there was a lot of cursing, so that is not going to be shown, but it really was a pain. Other than that, I'm going to wrap it up here. It is really late. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's one night of assembly, and we are pretty far. All we have to do is slap the head, and the head is right here. So this will just go right there, and that'll be that. That'll be easy. I just gotta get all this good stuff out of here, clean up everything, and go from there. So I'll update you guys in the morning, see how everything turns out.